Hello guys, this is me as myself at home today. This is me as myself at home, and today we are doing another instructional video. It was a request on one of my videos, the Terraformer mod spotlight. One person had contacted me before, but they just wanted it in text, so I am making now a video. So right here you have what they are. So I will be showing you today in Minecraft sand and gravel, trees, water, lava, and ice, extract doors, and dirt. I will not be showing you post wasteland because that is something I had set up for a custom map I created, which makes, in order to use it and not completely crash your world, you need to have an outline boundary, which I do not have because that takes extremely long time. So let us open up Minecraft finally. I will be doing this both in 1.2.5 and 1.7.3 because it's 1.7.3 is already set up, so I'll do this one first. You go into single player. Whoa. So now you go into single player, and do you see we have the post wasteland? I'm not showing you that. So I do have that installed. I forgot, I guess. So it basically just I'll basically describe what these do. Oh god, that is not what I wanted to do. Anyways, so sand and gravel. This is the format you do. You do the block ID number that you want. It has to be free or you are going to crash the game. The best way to do this is, see here, if you don't have a lot of other mods installed, these are generally good ones to have because they're generally free. But if you download too many items, you can check it. There's an option, or on the new too many items, or experiment, which I did. So right now you do block ID. I will test. Hold on. Let me just see if this is free. Okay, so yep, that is free. So we're gonna do, say you type in 128 block ID number. See at the top they have block ID, name, ingredient, texture, other stuff. So the ingredient is, you really wouldn't use this for a survival map, but the ingredient here is wool surrounded by that. It's that surrounded by wool. So right here, 82, you're going to need the items list. 82 right here is clay. And 81, I just threw in random things. 81, cactus, snow, TNT, which kind of makes sense, and so on and so forth. 3 is dirt. So, and then you do this. So now you hit tab, the tab on your keyboard, and that brings it out. You cannot just space it out that many because then it will not register as a separate section. So then you type in the name. So do test. So then you hit the tab key again, and we are to the ingredients. Now for the ingredients, I'm going to put down, where is my mouse? I'm going to put down 12, which is sand. So 12. Now I hit tab. Now this is the part where you can try to configure it. You can. So if you, down in the PNG file is a gray sponge. It's just the sponge that's actually in Minecraft that you can't use and doesn't do shit, but it's gray. And that is the terraformer block. So what you can do is, if I had another texture, let's say, hold on. Okay, so let's say for example, let's move this out, open it up with something of your choice. Preferably if you just want to stick to like a basic paint. Paint.net is free and it is good. So now we zoom in. Oh god, that is not the... Where are all my... Okay. This is interesting. So you want to go up to, if you have paint.net, if you're going to use it, you want to set it to translucent. I do not know if this works in regular paint, but it works in Photoshop because you can have blank textures, like invisible textures. So in here, I restored everything. We zoom in. So now, this is what it looks like. Let's do some stuff. Let's grab the paint bucket and let us do a pink color. That is not what I had hoped. So we are little specks. So now we go File, Save As, and you're going to save it in a location. So we're going to now do pink sponge and save that as a .png. That is important. And that's going to come up. Okay. So now that this is going to be pink sponge, so now we open Minecraft bin, back open, the Minecraft jar, and now we put pink sponge in there. Yes? Okay. Whoops, that was me. That was my mistake. Okay, so now we come up here, and let's go pink sponge. It has to be exactly how you typed it. And then press tab. Once. So don't worry if it doesn't line up. That's how it separates. So now we just passed the texture. So now other stuff. So now this is where you actually code, that's the right word I guess, code what the block is going to do. So I am going to list off the things that you can do. So the 17-1 is just like the sub number. If we go over here and we zoom in, that right there is the sub number. So to get that, you put a colon and then the number, the subscript, that's what it's called, the subscript number. So yes, that is how you do that. So now the ampersand, I'll start off with what I use basically. So the plus is just replace with blank and spread. No, never mind. Ignore that. So the plus the plus is destroy it and spread. You know, it'll spread to the other blocks of the same type and it'll spread. Which 14 is gravel. I believe. I do believe. And so then I have, so in between, so we'll do let me bring this up. The other one up. The other one up. Okay, so we will do, we will do 2. So plus, why are you not letting me type? Plus 2. No, that cannot be right. Disregard everything I've set up to this point. I goofed. Okay, so the plus, I have no clue what that does. Plain and simple. It most likely does nothing because they are still destroying the blocks. So just the number, like we have here, destroys it. Plain and simple. So we're going to do destroy 2, and then we press tab. In between each one of these numbers, you press tab. And then we are going to the ampersand, we're going to have one of each, is harvest and spread. So you put down your number, let's say, what is it, 12, 17, 17, and the ampersand. The ampersand is this. It is the, when you press shift and the 7 key, that is what comes up. This right here. So now we're harvesting that. So now we go on to the next one, which is, get out of here, which is replace material with material and spread. So we type in our material that we want to replace. So let's say stone, which is indeed 1. So press 1, and then we will go and do plus, and then now we will type in the second number that we want to change it into. So this, if you used 0, which is air, this could act exactly like destroy, but it's more complicated. So we are going to turn it into TNT, which is 64. No, it's 46. 64 is doors. That could be hilarious. We are keeping it like that. We're turning it into doors. Half doors. Glitched half doors. So now, we press tab to go to the next one. And now the next one is, no, I can't do that because it has to be a spreadable object. So this can be, if we change the plus to a minus, which is right next to the plus key, that means replace material with material, but it doesn't spread. So we can do that for doors, because I can easily do that. So now we press tab, and we go 1. Now we're going to have stone replace, what else? We're going to have cobblestone, which is 4, change into 46 TNT. Now we press tab. Okay, so now the next one is so that is what you can do. You can also set the how far it will go, the distance, length, and height. It will venture out, because the actual README that comes with it is very confusing, because it says S1 plus R is replace and spread, and it's kind of confusing. But the oh, there is one more, but it is like Rapier World. So 129 and tab. I usually leave a space just so they're easy to see. Tab, and we will do beta whole, which is that we're not in beta anymore. So this is going to be what shall we put for this? We shall put 7 bedrock or adminium. 7 pow pink sponge dot png tab. So now, excuse me. So now we are going to type in all, all, which is an acceptable number. So you could do 1 change into all and not spread, so just 1 block, or 1 and spread and change all blocks into TNT, but it will crash your world and shit you bricks. Let me save this. So that is 1 extra one. So now on to how do you get it to stop spreading if you just want a certain area. So now we'll do area. Actually, no. I'll demonstrate that on this one. So you just put it in the other stuff category. You now do first for the maximum height. So we do max underscore, which is shift and press the minus key. And now we type in height. Turn my wham, let there be light. Max height, and now equals, and then you're going to put a number. So don't act on anything above this height. So I will check our coordinates and I'll be right back. Okay, so we are back in now. Whoa. And right now you see right now the X and the Z are the laterals and the Y is up and down. So we are going to get this. We are going to place. Oh hot damn! We're going to have. What did we set it for? Anything? We set it to all. So I can actually just do a separate one because I don't have anything up until 147. But we will do the max height of this at music playing in the background. We'll have the max height for this at what was our at 68 69 68 68. Okay, and then you press tab to go to the next one. And now we go min height. Whoops, min underscore height. Enter. And now, we will go to, so the maximum height is it won't act on anything above it, and min is it won't act on anything below it. So you're setting the parameters of where it can actually do. So let's do this is just up and down, just vertical for right now. So we shall do 58, just 10. So press tab. Now we're going to do set speed. So you do speed and that, and then now you enter a number, and the lower the number is, the faster it is. But I believe decimals do not work, and I'm not going to try that out, but you can try that out for yourself. So we will do a speed of, I don't know what the normal speed is, 5. I assume just the speed of 5. Whoops. Tab. There. Oh, okay. I guess that's an actual tab. You have to make sure that you actually hit the tab key, because sometimes it looks like that. So. So now on to so now on for the directions. The directions are north, south, east, and west, and then that's to the game, no matter what direction you're facing, placing the block. Now there are forward, backwards, left, right, and is that right? Forward, backwards, left, right to that. So now we are going to do, and these are all in one string. So we do, so we'll start off with north, and you just put you only put the first letter. So for north it would be N, south it would be S, east E, west W, forward F, backwards B, left L, and right R. And you can also use brackets, but we'll get to that after. So we'll do F. They do not have to be in caps, I do not believe, but safety, just turn caps lock on. It doesn't affect numbers. Cruise control for uncool people, remember that. So F, F10, B10, L10, and R10. And then you hit tab. And that is the direction, how far it's going to move out. So we are going to make a beta hole 10 by 10 by 10 by 10. Okay? You with me? And by 10, because that's the height. So, actually, by 20. Whoa, not 40, 20. There we go. So this is that. So now if we wanted to repeat, sorry, if we wanted to repeat that, if we would just wanted to have it then go right 10, if we wanted to have like, say we wanted it to, if you just put the number, the letter, it'll go one block. So then we want it to go FR, 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 and we wanted to do that 5 times. So this is just like math, even though everyone hates math. You put the parenthesis, FR, and now we'll move forward and right 5 times. So, but in this instance, it would not do anything, I do not believe, because we already have called for forward and right. So that is how you can where's my mouse? That is how, whoops, that is how you do that. So now, those are the basic commands, although they're not so basic. And also, if you put instead of for max height and minimum height, oh god, I just hit my computer. If instead you put like +5 and minus, if I put +10 and -10 here, +10 and -10 here, that would set it relative to the blocks around the block you just placed. So if you put, so if this was +10, if this was +10 and this was -10, now change this. Now you cannot have conflicting ingredients or block IDs, obviously. But now, according to where you place the block, it will go 10 up and 10 down, and then it will stop. And then it will go 10 forward, backwards, left, and right. So we shall now be testing test beta hole and beta hole 2. Now that I have covered everything on the not so simple tutorial. So now before we go and opening up, you might be, okay, so then where do I find the terraformer.properties? So if you go into your, not your bin, if you go into your .minecraft folder, you will not have all this other extra crap. You will have bin configs, you will have this stuff right here. If you're using MC Patcher, there we go, mod loader, and you will not have any of this except for that. And you will look for terraformer.properties, because once you install it and run the game, it'll create it for you. So if you create it yourself, it will not work. That is a big thing to note. So now we will go in and test out those 3. Okay, so now I have Minecraft open, and I have in my inventory, hopefully I didn't edit anything, test beta hole and beta hole 2. So now you see the pink sponge right there. There we go. So we test. So that is destroying 17, which base 17, which is regular log, regular wood, and it is harvesting that. Destroying grass, harvesting regular wood, and it is replacing stone with doors and cobblestone with TNT. So let me get everything out set up and I will be right back. So one thing I have everything set up there. So one thing I thought I would mention is if you were to like create like a good texture and do this in a survival one, the only thing I can think of that would be helpful would be one that here that I've created that is called trees, where it simply extracts any type of trees and it gives you fast resources and you get the harvester block back. So let's do that, and now let's use test. So I have the three things set up here. The tree, keep in mind that we did not put in leaves, so it will not take down the leaves. So we press this and there it goes. Or you can rewind the video if you want, if you missed that. So it changed. It did not change this because that was on it. That was probably a little too fast, but and it did. It only gets harvests things that are adjacent to it. So seeing that right there is not adjacent to it, so it did not get rid of it. So it traveled down. That was probably a bad example. I'm sorry about that. It traveled down the tree trunk, spread to the grass, which it destroyed, and harvested that. Drop items. No, okay. I guess you can't disable that. And then it spread to the cobblestone, which it replaced. So there we had the 2 destroying the grass, harvesting the wood 17, and 1 minus 64 changing the cobblestone into TNT. So now for this, right here. For this, we do. That was just safety precaution. By the way, the bricks there. So we're going to change this into doors. And the doors are most likely going to appear and then get popped back out into their item because the half doors cannot exist next to each other. So let's do this. See, there you go, and it instantly. What? Okay. So what did we? God damn it, Minecraft, go away! I don't care. What happened? So, oh, that was because it was not spreading. So there you witnessed it not spreading, and the thing just disappears. So like bam, and bam, because they cannot exist. So you just do that. That is what, if I give myself 64-1, this is what it looks like. If you place anything next to it, it just pops off. Okay, now beta hole. For this one, we had, this was the pink sponge also, and we had the max height, the 20 height limit, relative to where you are on the map, the speed of 5, and the directions that we wanted to go out. So let me, just in case anything goes haywire, back up the map. Okay, because that does tend to happen with this mod. You misdo something. So now we are going to create a beta hole right over here. 10 by 10, make sure I'm 10 away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so right there. And it is going to be a speed of 5, the 20 up and down, 20 up, max height. I should probably throw that on. So we are now at we are now at the max height of 68, which we are under, and it'll go all the way down. It'll go up 2, and it'll go all the way down to 48 with a speed of 5, forward 10, back 10, left 10, and right 10. So now, hopefully this doesn't lag. It's gonna be pretty laggy because I'm still using Camtasia, but here we go. Oh shit. So now it's going to spread 10 in each direction. Maybe. Maybe spread 10 in each. Nope. Okay. Well, at least the height worked. The height stopped at 68, and let's go back. There we go. Why is it still? Okay, that is interesting. So, this is what happens when you do stuff in the mod. This kind of thing, which is why I backed up the world. But, now let's try. Let's pause the game. And, so I done goofed. North is, if you just do all the directions, it's going to go in every direction. And it's not going to do anything different from the actual one. But, if we go back here and we go distance equals F10. Now this will only go, we have to find somewhere higher, but this will only go, I am recording, right? Okay. This will only go now 10 blocks in each direction. So, we need to go find another place, and I will be right back. So for this, if you do all the directions like I did here, it will act normally, and that will not have any effect on it. This will not affect it at all, because you're telling it to go in every direction. But if you do distance, it will only go that distance. So I will be back. So, and also with this, now that we're at higher temp text, we'll have to use the test 2, beta hole 2, to see the effects. Because this is just a spread, it does not destroy. That you'd have to combine with, because it's all, so it's not going to destroy anything, it's just going to cover. You'd have to combine it to one of these properties up here that I covered earlier. So this will only be relative to where it is. A height in each direction relative. And speed same, and now distance. Let's save it again, because also if you have Minecraft open and you try to save this, it will not overwrite it. So make sure Minecraft is closed and then you save it again. So save as sometimes just for good measure. And we will be back now that it has the distance. Now with our distance, it might get a little laggy because that is going to be under us. But beta hole 2, go gadget arm. Nothing's. Oh, that's because if you have 2 running on the same world, let's delete that. If you have 2 running on the same world, not good, because that your memory goes down the tubes. So now we shall try this. Fly up. So it's going 10 in each direction, 10 up and 10 down, and now it is going 10 in those in those directions. I have to wait for it to finish going down. So now it will be regrowth. This would be, if you did not want to use like the wand tool, this would be a much more complicated way to do it, because you can just tell it to replace such and such. Get out of here. Now if we go down, see that it only went down 10 blocks. And of course then you could create a sponge to erase sponge. You do an item ID for that. If you wanted to create a sponge that creates, so you wanted to delete that sponge now, you would first of all maximize the window, because that just makes it easier. Copy, paste. So now 131, and then whole, and then sponge eraser, which will now be 9, pink sponge, and it will be 130. And you can just get rid of that, unless you wanted to do like one section, because then it will hold open one section. So now we have the sponge eraser, which will erase the beta hole maker. So now let us go. And we are back in, and this is, I hope you enjoyed this brief tutorial, even though it was not brief, of this mod. So, like most intense mods like this, you're going to have to play around with it yourself. Play around with it yourself to really do some cool things. So now we have the sponge eraser, which is not, oh, whoa, whoa. Okay, so I think let us do this. Now that we have it closed, speed of 10. New tab, speed 1. Because it is now, I think 10 is slower, so it's not going to do anything. So now if we have a speed of 1 and a speed of 10, it will now do that. Bring me greygoo. Okay then. It should now not lag out too terribly. Wham! That was extremely quick, and now the map's not even going to load. There we go. Wham! You just erased it, and where is our pink block? And we get our pink block sponge eraser back. So guys, oh, that is not the one I wanted. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. What? It was just like, sup bro? Oh, that's test. That's why. Enjoyed this tutorial. Avoid being crushed in the wall. And this has been me as myself at home, signing out. Peace out. Peace out, guys. Peace. Oh, I forgot you can't pick up blocks in no clip. Oh, what is this? What is this?